Once again, we would like to welcome everyone tonight for the Battle of the Dutch Lions. Our game officially Referee will be Joshua Brooks. Senior assistant referee Mike Nickerson. Junior assistant referee Casey Anderson. And our fourth official this evening will be Matthew Fatia. Now introducing our starting lineups. First for the Dayton Dutch Lions. And now for the starting lineups. First, our visitors, the Dayton Dutch Lions. Number 0, Jack Steele. Number 2, Jacob Moore. Number 3, Bradley Schluter. Number 4, Jake Stovall. Number 5, Eric Hutton. Number 6, Jackson Dietrich. Number 7, J.J. Williams. Number 10, Tate Robertson. Number 15, David Lianis. Number 17, Antoine Rivera. And number 20, Harvey Slade. And now for your Cincinnati Dutch Lions. Number 1, Wesley Storm. Number 2, Mark Lindstrom. Number 3, Jimmy Fileman. Number 5, Kyle Clinton. Number 7, Ryan Hamilton. Number 8, Connor Rutt. Number 10, Adam Wilson. Number 11, Max Wilshere. Number 12, Zach Blades. Number 25, Leon Croyce. And number 31, Tendai Jarira. The Dayton Dutch Lions are coached by Dan Grice, Kevin Terrell, and Catherine Gordon. And your Cincinnati Dutch Lions are coached by Paul Nicholson, Brandon Ponchek, Terry Nickel, and Jack Hermans. We now ask that you would please rise. Gentlemen, remove your hats. We'd ask everyone to please welcome the Treblettes from Twin Hoppel Middle School to sing our national anthem. athletic training staff this evening is provided by Mercy Health Orthopedics and Sports Medicine.
Welcome to Premier Development League soccer tonight from Highland Heights, Kentucky. It's the I-75 Derby. The Cincinnati Dutch Lions FC taking on the Dayton Dutch Lions FC. Cincinnati tonight will be in its orange kits. The Dayton Dutch Lions in the blue. Cincinnati 4-2-3, tied for third in the Central Conference Great Lakes Division of the PDL with the Michigan Bucks and Lansing United. 3 straight victories now for Cincinnati. Come off a nice 5-2 victory at Derby City on Sunday. Goals from Adam Snow, 2. Max Wilshere, 2. Wilshere now with 5 for the campaign. Ryan Malik also chipped in the goal for Cincinnati. Then Friday, here Cincinnati picked up a victory over Lansing 1-0. It was a 44th minute strike, Connor Rutz on an assist from Michael Hamilton. So now over the last 7, Cincinnati 4-0-3. Dayton comes in 6-2-3 on the campaign. They're in first place in the Great Lakes Division. However, in the last 2, they have a victory 6-0 at Derby City, then a 2-2 draw at Michigan. 2 goals from Emilius Wendt in that June 30th draw with Michigan. So now in the last 4, the Dayton Dutch Lions 1-1-2. Dayton is coached by Dan Greist, assisted by Kevin Terrell and Catherine Gordon. Cincinnati, of course, under the direction of Paul Nicholson, assisted by Terry Nickel. Jack Hermans, the goalkeeper coach, is Brandon Ponchak. Matchup tonight in goal, Wesley Storm in net for Cincinnati. He'll make his 8th appearance. 37 saves. He's given up 5 goals. Save percentage at .881. Goals against at .072. And for Jack Steele, on the other side between the frame, he's out of the University of Dayton. 6'2", 215 is the Springboro, Ohio native. He'll make his 2nd appearance of the campaign. 2 goals against, 3 saves. Save percentage at .600. Goals against at an even 2. Cincinnati here in that victory on Friday really did a nice job clogging the middle defensively. And we'll see if Cincinnati can keep up its defensive effort. It's been excellent work in the middle, and they get Jimmy Fillerman back today. Fillerman in the starting lineup, 5'11", out of Vienna, Virginia. Did not play in that Lansing game here. So Dayton with the energy early and on the attack, right to the attacking third. Good cross. Ball kicked out nicely by Mark Lindstrom for Cincinnati.
You can stay up to date with what's happening throughout the league and the PDL's top prospects at the new USL PDL.
Cincinnati's going to want to keep a very good eye on Tate Robertson here this afternoon. Robertson, 6 goals, 6 assists for the campaign. He's the PDL Player of the Week, June the 6th. He's at Bowling Green State University. And with Bowling Green from 2015 to 2017, 4 goals, 11 assists, 72 shots, and 32 of them on frame. 7 goals last season with 11 assists, both career bests. So Dayton again able to turn. This is Bradley Schluter. Schluter depossessed. And Tenzai Jarira gets Cincinnati in business as they try to cross in and make their first threat on goal of the evening. 2nd minute here in Highland Heights, the Northern Kentucky University Soccer Complex. Mark Lindstrom swings it left. Good touch here for Zach Blades. Blades across, that's Fillerman. Fillerman, good service forward, and Dayton able to make the interruption and turn. Jackson Dietrich from Las Vegas, Nevada, with the touch there for Dayton. Controlled there by Bradley Schluter. Schluter out of Centerville, playing his college football at Cedarville University. Long crossover for Antoine Rivara. The Frenchman works it out of traffic. Schluter had a stab at it, and Cincinnati now attempting to turn. There's Fillerman, plays back. Service in, and once again, Mark Lindstrom with a nice angle to angle away Bradley Schluter. Two teams will get very familiar with one another. Of course, this game today and then July the 13th, they're back at it here on this pitch. Cincinnati again trying to push out of its backfield. It's Leon Kreuz. Kreuz from Hamburg, Germany. Also back in the lineup. He did not play Friday versus Lansing in the victory. Ball forward, no threat here for the Cincinnati Dutch Lions. As Dayton will reorganize out of the back and swing it over for Bradley Schluter. Midfield looking for an opportunity. That's Tate Robertson. Ball played far touchline. Good touch in the middle there for Jerome Williams. He's had a couple of nice scores of late for Dayton. Was active in that 6-0 victory at Derby City. Jackson Dietrich controls. Cincinnati won the first meeting between these two clubs. That one was back June the 23rd. It was 2-0. Just up the road in Dayton. Another hot and humid evening here in northern Kentucky. Did have some thunderstorms move through prior to game time. There are some dark clouds on the horizon, but not expected to threaten us here. Lindstrom serves it in, trying to stay onside. They did a pretty nice job of it, but couldn't control. That was Wilshire up front. Tenjai Jarira charging in. Looks for help in front. Wilshire. Can't get a foot on it. Nice angle there by Jake Stovall, the defender for Dayton. Stovall forces the corner. So he avoids the corner, gets the throw in on the far side. You can stay up to date with what's happening throughout the league. PDL's top prospect at uslpdl.com. Download the PDL mobile app today. Keep track of your favorite teams. So throw in here for Cincinnati. 5 minutes, 49 seconds into this second matchup between these two.
When customers choose Mercedes-Benz the Ford Nickel for a new or pre-owned car, they receive much more than a stunning vehicle. They're entering into a relationship with Greater Cincinnati's premier luxury dealership. And that relationship
Dayton organizes out of the back.
Experience during every visit. Mercedes-Benz isn't an ordinary vehicle, and you shouldn't settle for an ordinary dealership. Visit Mercedes-Benz.
Cincinnati able again to come up and cut off a charge here by the Dayton Dutch Lions. Officials tonight, the referee Joshua Brooks, the senior assistant is Mike Nickerson, junior assistant Casey Anderson, and the fourth official Matthew Fodia. 7th minute here. Dayton's mounting the more threatening charges of the evening. Good run in there by Jimmy Fillerman to earn the possession for Cincinnati, and Wesley Storm will have the clearance. Good crowd here on hand. July the 3rd, one day before our Independence Day celebration, and they're getting it started early in the center section. Good left footer by Storm. However, across the touchline on the far side. Adam Snow over there for Cincinnati, and a throw in for Dayton. First touch there for Eric Hutton. Hutton's out of Chillicothe, Ohio, plays for Wright State. Dayton Dutch Lions roster start with some Wright State Raiders, along with couple of players from the University of Dayton as well. Tate Robertson, good service forward, but nobody home there for Dayton. Storm dances around with it top of the box, and some pressure from the Dayton Dutch Lions. A little aggressive down the pitch by Antoine Rivera. Storm sends it out dangerous there as Jerome Williams was in the area. Cincy able to shovel it up to mid. May Mabika, the strong defender for Cincinnati, 6'5", the Kentucky Wildcat, in the defensive backfield tonight to start this match for Cincinnati. Good cross, Rivera up and pressuring. Good communication there, and attacking third. Going to be held here by Dayton. Crossover by Rivera, punched out again by Lindstrom, and Dayton resets. Far side pressure, Michael Hamilton there defensively for Cincinnati. Schluter brings it over. Strong challenge there from the back. Adam Wilson able to force the throw in by Dayton. Ball crossed. Rivera got a foot on it, but well over on the offering.
Mashup of traditional Japanese, Mexican, and Greek ingredients. You're sure to have an explosion of flavors.
So Wesley Sorm set to send it out.
Sushi burrito at Roll On In.
Gives us a chance to remind you a mashup of traditional Japanese, Mexican, and Greek ingredients. You are sure to have an explosion of flavors. Roll on sushi in your combination sushi burrito. For your burrito, bowl, or salad, Roll On is available at 4 convenient locations: Clifton, Hamilton, Lebanon, or Loveland. Attack here for Cincinnati. Push forward into the box. Max Wilshray, but denied by Dayton. Solid defensive effort. Ball crosses out. Antoine Rivera in. 10-time Jarira pushes for Cincinnati. Dayton able to advance to mid. Some contact there. Jerome Williams. Foul against Dayton, and Cincinnati possession. Jimmy Fillerman back to the lineup here tonight. First touch in for Mark Lindstrom. Sent over for Kyle Clinton. Good service long. Ball sent across, but high. Tenjai Jarira going to try to position. Jarira able to fight through traffic. Good push out. This is Adam Wilson, and sends it far post. Michael Hamilton charging in there. Couldn't get within range. First good threat of the evening there for Cincinnati.
Mercy Health is the official sports medicine provider for the team, having convenient locations throughout Greater Cincinnati and Northern Kentucky. Their sports medicine specialists
Ball pushed in long. Touchdown near side. Cincinnati will reset with Jimmy Fillerman. Fillerman out of Old Dominion. Strong summer here with the Dutch Lions. Kyle Clinton will collect and push over. Touch for Lindstrom. Now Zach Blades. Good left-footed service forward, but Dayton there to deny with Jake Stovall. Stovall was a 2017 MLS draft selection of the Seattle Sounders in the 3rd round. 22nd selection in that round, 66th overall. Big E and Gottschalk was also in that draft. Ball sent into the box. No threat here for Cincinnati is Bradley Schluter. able to collect. Good communication back there with Jack Steele. Steele did not play with the Dayton Flyers this past season. I think at Cincinnati would take a aggressive shot at trying to challenge him. Long ball forward, Fillerman in position for Cincinnati. Antoine Rivera threatened in for Dayton. Ball will stay with Cincinnati. Good reversal, and again another nice angle from Fillerman. Wesley Storm will reset. Sometimes water just isn't enough. 30 drinks sweetened with plant-based sweeteners such as stevia, monk fruit, and real sugar offers you a healthier alternative. 3 times the electrolytes than your average sports drink. 30 total calories, 66% less sugar than your average sports drink. It's made in Ohio. Drink 30. Been a great stretch of days here to drink 30 in the Midwest. Record high heat temperatures were in the 90s today, expected to go to 95 tomorrow. We get a little break tonight with a system that moved through and caused some thunderstorms. Strong challenge, top of the box, and Dayton able to turn away Cincinnati. Right side couldn't keep it close. Over to the touchline and a throw in here for the Dayton Dutch Lions. Touch back for Kyle Clinton. Lindstrom serves it up for Fillerman for Cincinnati. Good organization here. Chiming in, Adam Wilson. Wilson trying to get it back for Fillerman, and Fillerman entangled with the Dayton defender.
Moneyhoff Lang & Company is a regional accounting firm serving businesses throughout the Midwest. The company has over 30
Good physical play by both sides. Going to give Steele a chance to clear here. Strong clearance gets Dayton in position, almost to the attacking third. Lindstrom looking for a whistle there on the challenge. Jerome Williams tried to go in the air to win that for Dayton. Williams pressures. Lindstrom over to Storm. Williams staying in the area. Kyle Clinton now converged down. It's good bit, great pressure forward so far for Dayton. Dayton able to keep that. Jerome Williams in the air, trying to win it there for Dayton. Contact looks like Kyle Clinton going to take a few extra moments to get off the pitch. It was a foul against Dayton, and Cincinnati resumes possession. Good service over for Tendai Jarira. Jarira more forward today. Ball collected back. Tate Robertson. And still going to have a chance to get it out of there for Dayton. 18th minute here in Highland Heights. Second of 3 matchups between these two teams. Ball worked out into traffic there by Blades. Charging forward Adam Wilson, more contact. Officials will let it play on. Good offering on, and that one denied. Max Wilshray. Antoine Rivera got it out briefly. And Cincinnati back on the charge. It's Michael Hamilton on the right side of the box, getting a little mixed up. Ball in, Wilshray has it denied. So Cincinnati with some good pressure, unable to come up with a quality chance, however. Ball will drift out there at mid. Mercedes-Benz of Fort Mitchell proud to set the standard by which all dealerships in the Tri-State are measured. The only dealership in Cincinnati, Northern Kentucky, and Southeast Indiana to receive for the past 3 years the coveted Mercedes-Benz Best of the Best award, given to only a few select dealerships that have delivered an unparalleled experience and customer experience. Mercedes-Benz of Fort Mitchell at Interstate 7175 and exit 188. Robertson organizing out of the back. Misconnection there. Trying to catch Jacob Moore. Zach Blades in space. Ball sent forward there for Hamilton. Got the head on it. Tendai Jarira tried to circle and keep it in for Cincinnati, but a clearance there for Steele. Good challenge, one just across mid. Well done by Zach Blades to set up this opportunity. Steele able to send it out as Jimmy Fillerman was attacking there for Cincinnati. Ball played forward and a foul. Right at mid. Joshua Brooks going to keep this under control. It's been a bit physical so far, as you might expect between the interstate rivals. Restart for Dayton. Ball cycles right back to Robertson. Looks to play forward. Has Eric Hutton here near side. Hutton around Jarira. Good service for Rivera. Ball in. Lindstrom there to interrupt. Wilson flicks back as Cincinnati trying to work out of its defensive backfield. Little contact there from Schluter. No advantage for Dayton, however, and Connor Rutz operates in space. Rutz had the big goal, the deciding goal on Friday against Lansing for Cincinnati. Lindstrom operates here near mid. Tendai Jarira in space. Hamilton on a run. Ball across. Hamilton got a head on it. Cincinnati will recover and reorganize with Rutz at mid. Lindstrom across. Ball top of the box, blocked. Solid strike. Zach Blades recovers for Cincinnati, and that one floats over the left brace. Cincinnati starting to find its offensive flow. So it's built up more strong as we're into our 23rd minute here in Highland Heights. A little earlier energy by Dayton, now being countered by Cincinnati. Hamilton pressures forward. Croyce there defensively for Cincinnati. Now Rutt's going to come over to help out on the run. Good reversal, Hamilton. Wilson touches forward. Good run in here for Wilshire, and a big save by Steele. Rebound out in front, and Steele able to recover. Long strike going to float over the crossbar. And Adam Wilson had the last chance at it for Cincinnati, but excellent work by the keeper, Jack Steele. Steele with no action at the University of Dayton this past season. He's playing his second match of the season here for the Dayton side. Some nice courage out near the top of the box to deny Cincinnati its best scoring chance so far for Cincinnati. Croyce with a touch forward. Cincinnati tries to maintain the pressure. Harvey Slayton. Dayton will take its time and gather its energy. Cincinnati with the momentum at the moment. Bradley Schluter forward. Antoine Rivera can't handle it. Tendai Jarira over to interrupt for Cincinnati. Rivera plays it in. Lindstrom there to poke it out for Cincinnati. Kind of ruts in space. Wilson has to give it up for Zach Blades. Hamilton back for Wilson. Over to Rutz. Build up again for the Cincinnati side. Rutz organizes at mid. Almost a nice touch here for Wilson. Had it deflected. Wilson trying to play through the defense of Jackson Dietrich and Will. Here's Hamilton in front. Hamilton pushing through traffic and again Steele up to make a great play. Wilson again resets for Tendai Jarira. Jack Steele has come off the line frequently and has won every challenge so far early. Some impressive work in net by the Dayton keeper. Adam Wilson at mid, serves up. Another strong challenge by the Cincinnati backfield as again they continue to make life difficult for teams in the center of the pitch. Dayton could keep it in on the far touch line, and Michael Hamilton, you saw the hand in the air. Ends up play there to give Cincinnati the possession. No corners so far, no shots on goal here in our 27th minute. Jackson Dietrich controls for Dayton. They'll play back and reset. Dietrich did not play with Wright State in 2017, 2015 and 16 seasons. He combined for 39 matches, 35 starts, had 4 goals in that stretch. This is Rivera pushing forward nicely. Gets around Fillerman, service center, and that ball was poked away. It's Kyle Clinton in there for Cincinnati. Lindstrom in space. Ruts off the service from Wilson. Cincinnati easing forward. Ruts again will charge the middle. Played out, controlled here by Zach Blades. Blades with a good left footer. Tendai Jarira charging in, taking on Bradley Schluter. Ball played back forward. Almost a chance there in the box for Wilshire. Wilshire kind of was able to reverse it to himself. Kind of ruts now off the misconnection. Charge back in. Jarira had it poked away by Jake Stovall, and now Steele going to come out. Make the play on a pickup. Harvey Slade in the backfield for Dayton. Plays over for Jackson Dietrich. Dietrich was the Nevada High School Gatorade Player of the Year. Had 4 state titles, Las Vegas Sports Academy. Some winning tradition there as Dayton tries to play forward. It's Robertson in it on the near side. Ball across the touchline. Cincinnati with a restart. We have an extra ball on the pitch. Ball played in short. Fillerman going to have to play back for Lindstrom. Adam Wilson all covered up by the Dayton side. Kind of ruts again in mid and with space to operate. Wilson back for Blades. Tendai Jarira. Jarira charges right in again on Schluter. Jarira's left footer knocked away by Jake Stovall. Good support in the defensive backfield for the Dayton Dutch Lions.
Sometimes water just isn't enough. Dirty drink is sweetened with plant-based sweeteners such as stevia, monk fruit, and real sugar, offering you a healthier alternative.
First corner of the night coming up here, presented by Mercy Health. Cincinnati Dutch Lions thank Mercy Health Orthopedics and Sports Medicine for providing today's athletic trainer. Good cross far post. Again, Steele with a courageous move to get up and get a hand on it to punch it out. Cincinnati will reset. So Wesley Storm comes well off out to midfield. Adam Wilson controls near side. Wilson's cross found the foot of Max Wilshire. No chance to threaten there for Cincinnati. Ball played back for Wesley Storm. Kyle Clinton plays forward. Good combination, and Wilshire out in front. Kept it onside, but again denied by Dayton. Bradley Shooter, Jake Stovall, Harvey Slade, David Leans. The back four tonight for the Dayton Dutch Lions. Throw in from the corner for Dayton. Ball challenged in the air. Cincinnati able to keep it. Good position there by Connor Rutz as Eric Hutton tried to work out. Fillerman for Jarira. Jarira again marked tightly. Cincinnati's finding tight quarters in the attacking third. Wilson tried to power it through. No harm done there, and a touchback for Tate Robertson. Integral part of that defense for Dayton. Ball headed back by Zach Blades, and Wesley Storm resets with Mark Lindstrom. Fillerman. Touch over for Wilson. Ball forward and out in front was Hamilton. That one going to be called offside. Hamilton would have had a great one-on-one matchup, but Steele has been equal to the task so far. Slade with the touch here for Dayton. Forward for Dietrich. Dietrich long service. Jerome Williams with the run for Dayton. Storm there to clear it back for Cincinnati. Connor Rutz. Ball played over for Lindstrom. 34th minute. Cincinnati's had some solid attacks here, but denied each time. Solid goal play and out of defensive backfield getting into the mix. Tate Robertson there again to deny Cincinnati and make the turn for the Dayton side. Good touch back, Kyle Clinton. Clinton will control middle. Good connection for Jarira. Sends Fillerman in. Again, another nice angle by Robertson. Fillerman able to get around it this time. Ball up top, played through, and denied again by Dayton. Adam Wilson. Jerome Williams forces it away from Hamilton. Cincinnati again pressuring. Zach Blades in front. Wilson left-footed. They call it offside in the box. Wilson couldn't quite make the connection. It's a slow rolling ball. Dayton dodges yet another threat from Cincinnati. So the counterattacks have been strong here for the orange side so far tonight. Kyle Clinton controls, gonna send it over for Lindstrom. Lindstrom center, Adam Wilson. Service far side, that's Croix. Croix is offering in the middle, denied. Hamilton wrestling down there with Slade. And then Steele came over and just put an end to the entire loose ball situation. Jack Steele, 6'2", 215 pounds, has used that physical presence on several occasions tonight. Strong start for the Dayton side. Tate Robertson across for Slade. Ball rambles forward into the corner. Jerome Williams going to chase after it for Dayton. Slides across the touchline, and it'll be Cincinnati possession. 37th minute here in Highland Heights, Kentucky. Lisa Steakhouse is Dutch inspired, American made. Stop in at Lisa Steakhouse, 6th and Main in Covington for bitterball and Dutch filet. Grab a signature cocktail on a roof-tail patio overlooking the Cincinnati skyline. It's open for dinner, 4 p.m. to 11 p.m. Reservations are recommended. Find them on Facebook or Twitter at Lisa, L-I-S-S-E, 5215. Foul there against Dayton, and a restart opportunity now for the home side. Dayton provided the offensive pressure early, and Cincinnati's headed here as we get to the final minutes of our first half. Service forward finds its way to Tenjai Jarira. Jarira got one touch and a nice turn here for make it Dayton, with Robertson. It's actually Jackson Dietrich now. Jerome Williams got tangled up here with Tenjai Jarira near touchline, and a quick restart here for Dayton. So we get to our 38th minute. Robertson for Hutton. Good work far side by Connor Hughes. Cincinnati again settles back with a tall defensive backfield. Bradley Schluter depossessed. Great work on the near side here by Fillerman. Wilson tried to play it forward and couldn't connect there with Wilshire. Possession back to Dayton and Harvey Slade. Mike Schmaltz with you here tonight in Highland Heights, joined by our NKU Media Services crew, Tanner Robinson and Benitez Ramirez. Cincinnati forward, this is Hamilton. Slade able to make a nice touch and a reversal here for the Dayton side. Hamilton will continue the pressure. Dayton not in a hurry to play out of the back this time. So we're in our 40th minute. Physical match so far, but clean for the most part between these two rival sides. This is Slade met by Hamilton at mid. Jackson Dietrich tried to carry it through traffic. Couldn't control and away with it. Zach Blades for Cincinnati. Forward for Hamilton. Slade up to defend. Hamilton continues the pressure. Can't win that challenge. And now Eric Hutton controls and finds Hamilton all over him. Hamilton comes up with a foul and a restart here for Dayton. Jake Stovall out of the back here for the Dayton Dutch Lions. Bradley Schluter forward. Ball found its way to Lindstrom, but continuing the pressure, Jackson Dietrich. Dietrich marked by Fillerman. Ball back for Schluter. Ball sent to the corner. Croyce over to defend for Cincinnati. And he got there first in front of David Leans. Robertson forward for Rivera. Another nice play by Fillerman, and Tenjai Jarira able to clear it up momentarily for Cincinnati. Schluter now controls in space as Dayton regains. Robertson chooses to play back to Stovall, now Slade. Hutton met by Hamilton. Legan sends it across, and Storm comes up with a nice pick. Storm interrupts before Dayton can get organized near the net. First challenge there by Wesley Storm of the night. Troy sends it across here for Lindstrom. Cincinnati begins to form, and Lindstrom lets the pressure build in the attacking half. Wilson forward, nobody home. Ball overshot, and Connor Rutz cleans it up in space. Up for Wilshire. Knocked away by Slade, who's after it. Slade sends it back for Leonis. Leonis, a good slide, a good service to Tate Robertson. Robertson going to get it out here with Rivera. Forward for Schluter. Organizing with Rivera. Schluter continues the press. Ball touchdown. Tate Robertson trying to inject a little energy into this Dayton side.
Great party spot to watch us in Cincinnati and this summer's World Cup. Over 46 teams.
Throw in here. Ball knocked away from behind by Rivera. And that'll earn Dayton a possession. Fillerman up the touch out at mid, and Cincinnati will be able to reset. Another strong defensive play by Fillerman. Robertson in mid, plays for Dietrich. Schluter marked by Jarrera. Sends it back for Hutton. Hutton into traffic. Lindstrom got a foot on it, but now controlled by Jacob Moore. Moore sends it back up top. This is Dietrich. And Dietrich depossessed nicely by Leon Kreutz. Slade continues to press the issue, and the ball poked out. Cincinnati a chance to attack here in the closing minute. Wilson wanted a foul, didn't come up with it. Defense there by Schluter. Ball across Lindstrom there for Cincinnati, up for 10 down, Jarrera. Cincinnati have another attack in here before time expires in the first. Ball poked away. Tate Robertson floats in space. Ball long, picked up here by Rivera. Ball played out. We are across 45 minutes, so a little stoppage time here. Jerome Williams depossessed by Connor Rutz, and Rutz will press forward. Rutz over for Adam Wilson. Wilson, good play in space. Ball flicked out. Stoppage time continues. Another nice defensive effort by Bradley Schluter. Schluter's been physical and in the right spots tonight for the Dutch Lions of Dayton. Jackson Dietrich. Wilshire over to interrupt, able to keep it in. Good slide challenge there by Dietrich, sends it out. Cincinnati will reset. And time will expire here in the first. So the Interstate 75 Derby at 0-0 here after 45 minutes, plus just one corner kick, and that was to the Cincinnati side. Some strong goal play in that for Dayton from the youngster, Jack Steele. Came up and denied some serious threats by Cincinnati in the first. And we go to the break, 0-0 here at Highland Heights. It's a Professional Development League soccer. Take a break and be back with the second half.
You can stay up to date with what's happening throughout the league and the PDL's top prospects at the new USLPDL.com. Download the PDL mobile app today to keep track of your favorite teams. You can also become a fan of the PDL on Facebook. Visit facebook.com/USLPDL for exclusive league news and interactive content. You can follow at USL PDL on Twitter to become a PDL League Insider. Join club conversations and track notable alumni through their pro careers.
Just tell them you're Alex's family. It's okay, they won't believe you. It's okay. Bring on the corgi!
It's not your fault. You put enough stuff anyway.
There's no donut to stop you. You got this.
just a reminder to our fans, with the holiday and the 16-ounce beers and craft beers, all available. Current Roman youth selling them at $5 instead of normal $3 for the 12-ounces. Again, they are bigger and better. Alcohol sales will close during the 70th minute.
Mike Smalls back with our NKU Media Services crew, Tanner Robinson and Benitez Ramirez here as we get ready for the second half between this I-75 derby between the Dayton Dutch Lions and Cincinnati Dutch Lions here in the Premier Development League. Dayton in first place in the Central Conference Great Lakes Division at 6-2-3. One of those losses came to Cincinnati. It was 2-0. Max Wilshere had both goals in that first matchup of the season. It was back on June the 23rd, and these two will face off yet again in the final home match of the season here for Cincinnati. That one's coming down on July the 13th. So Cincinnati trying to get into the postseason. Currently in third place in a three-way tie for third in the Great Lakes Division with the Michigan Bucks and Lansing United. Cincinnati 4-0-3 in the last 7, so attempting to preserve the unbeaten streak. Nice turnaround here for Cincinnati. The chemistry came together. Wesley Storm returns in goal for Cincinnati to start this second 45. And for Dayton, Jack Steele had an impressive game. Some courageous moves off the line to come out to challenge Cincinnati strikers. And Jack Steele's done an excellent job here tonight in net. Steele from Springboro, Ohio. Wesley Storm really hasn't been challenged. He had to lay out to intercept a cross very near the line. But another strong defensive effort in the backfield tonight from Leon Croyce, who's back in the lineup for Cincinnati. Jimmy Fillerman back in the lineup as well, along with Mark Lindstrom and Kyle Clinton. The back four tonight for Cincinnati under Paul Nicholson. We'll see what adjustments Dayton's head coach Dan Grice made, along with Nicholson and crew. So we start our second 45. Again, Dayton had the early momentum with the early striking and attacking chances, and Cincinnati was able to turn that pretty quickly. So Storm plays out. We're underway, and physical play continues throughout the pitch. Dayton works out of its back half. David Linus. That's over for Slade. Harvey Slade from Bournemouth, England. Another Wright State player. Played with Bashley FC Club across the pond. An under-19 side captured the National Youth Alliance League title. Slade with some championship experience in Europe. Comes over here to test it in the Premier Development League this summer. Good throw in. First strike denied. Second one sent on and well over the crossbar by Jackson Dietrich. So Dayton organized there in the attacking third. Could not convert, and Wesley Storm's going to send it out for Cincinnati. Leon Croyce going to play up. Croyce across Hamilton in front, and foul there. Handball going to be called against Cincinnati. Max Wilshere. Tate Robertson charges forward, able to split defenders. Hamilton and Wilshere there for Cincinnati. Long service sent in. Storm's going to have an easy play. That time Kyle Clinton able to come back and shield. Emilius went onto the pitch to start the second here for Dayton, so an adjustment for the Dayton side and Dan Grice. Ball played in, little dangerous chance here. Cincinnati got forward with Max Wilshere, and once again, Steele able to come out and make the play. The Jack Steele at 200 pounds. A little contact over there with like Jackson Dietrich. A little slow to get up. Actually, that's Bradley Schluter, who's had a nice physical game on that side. Ball played long, running in. Wesley Storm up there at the top of the box, able to knock it out. Cincinnati trying to organize. Here's Michael Hamilton trying to play out of the back. Strong challenge in one here by the Dayton Dutch Lions. That was Jalen Bayo also on to start the second for Dayton. So Bayo to the corner. Good mark over here by Kreuz. Ball sent back to Jackson Dietrich. Dietrich sends it to the corner. Ball played across, and Cincinnati there to deny again. Like Kyle Clinton in the mix. Tate Robertson swings it over. Tendai Jarrero with a great interception in space for Cincinnati, and the turn is on. Going to serve it long. Michael Hamilton not going to be able to catch up with it. And a sparkling defensive play comes up empty on the offensive side. So the attack empty there is Michael Hamilton. Not in range of that long service. Ball played up by Tate Robertson. Across the touchline. Quick restart here by Linus. Dietrich centers up for Bayo. Dietrich continues the attack, and a goal! Service over, and a nice strike from Jerome Williams for the Dayton Dutch Lions right at the top of the box. Dietrich worked his way through traffic, got it to Williams, who put it away in the top corner. So Wesley Storm, a rare beat in the Cincinnati net, as Jerome Williams comes up with his 4th goal of the season. Jerome Williams had a couple of goals in that 6-0 victory over Derby City on the road. And he breaks the ice here tonight. First shot on goal for the Dayton side, and Jerome Williams with his 4th. Puts it away in the 50th minute. So Cincinnati resets after a quick strike by the visiting Dayton Dutch Lions. And here's trouble again. Emilius Wendt carries in for Dayton. And now a clearance. It's Slade right there for the Dayton side. Leonis works on Hamilton. Hamilton wins that challenge, and a quick restart here for Leon Kreuz. Ball knocked away. Cincinnati picks up its pressure, trying to equalize here. Ball centers, here's Wilson. Feeds over for Jarrera. Jarrera takes on Schluter. Ball struck from the top, and a good save by Steele. But Jack Steele comes up nicely again. It's like a nice feed there for Cincinnati's Jimmy Fillerman as he came streaking in. So Dayton returns the favor defensively, and now another build-up here for the Dayton Dutch Lions. That one gets stormed right in the chest. Solid strike again by Jerome Williams. So Dayton turning up the pressure here on Cincinnati. First goal of the season for the Dayton side against its Cincinnati counterparts. Ball pushed in. Williams can't win that in the air. Once again, Dietrich was able to keep it alive for Dayton. Ball carried in. Nice job by Connor Rutz to get the first touch. Cincinnati player down on the byline. The end of the field behind the action. And here's Tendai Jarrero with a good run. Stovall over to greet him defensively. Good slide there for Stovall. Sends it across. That should be a corner kick for Cincinnati. Trying to get an ID on the injured Cincinnati Dutch line. So The clock will run here in our 54th minute. And some stoppage time added on to the end of the first half, and then we'll play some extra time here in the second. Mercy Health staff out to attend to the injury.
Natural just sounds healthier. 30 is the official rehydration drink of the Cincinnati Dutch Lions. You can order online at 30drinks.com.
Cincinnati Dutch Lions thank Mercy Health Orthopedics and Sports Medicine for providing today's athletic trainers. Mercy Health is the official sports medicine provider for the team. Convenient locations throughout greater Cincinnati and northern Kentucky. Sports medicine specialists help you stay in the game from the simple to the complex injury. One great team helping another. For more information, go to mercymovesyou.com. That's mercymovesyou.com. So the injured Dutch Lion comes off for Cincinnati, and Jacob Goodall on for his first appearance of the campaign with the Cincinnati side. Goodall is at a Xavier University here, just up the road in Cincinnati. Ball sent across. Lindstrom got a foot on it. And we'll reset the Mercy Health corner kick. This will be the third of the night here for the Cincinnati side. So far, no corners for Dayton, but Jerome Williams, the difference maker. Service far side into the air. Can't challenge Leon Croyce. Ball slides harmlessly out. Clearance here for Dayton.
You know someone with a bad knee or
so Jack Steele
you go to the experts at Mercy Health Orthopedics.
Doesn't have to come up with any heavy lifting there in the Dayton net, but he's done an excellent job today. Just his second match with this team. Dayton reorganizes, ball sent forward. They were trying to find Jalen Bayo, and Cincinnati able to turn. Adam Wilson controls. Wilson, good touch forward. Wilshire trying to send it back, and Dayton able to turn. Jalen Bayo. Bayo, a good service. It's over for Eric Hutton. Hutton with the cross. That one was knocked away. Kyle Clinton in the area for Cincinnati. Robertson charges forward. Croyce able to slide out. Big contact there at midfield. That'll be a foul against Dayton and Jake Stovall. So no card here, but probably the most physical foul of the night so far between these two sides. And that is Max Wilshire returning to the pitch and able to stay in. So Wilshire will shake it off, and Cincinnati will reset. Strong defense on the far side there by Dayton and Jerome Williams. So now he's getting into the act offensively tonight. Good service in, top of the box. Wilshire tries to slide it over to Hamilton, and that ball cleared for the moment. Jarira runs into Bradley Schluter once again. Jarira able to power through. Now Jake Stovall over to make a physical challenge. Possession will go to Dayton. So Stovall starting to muscle up here defensively. Jarira with a foot on it for Cincinnati, and that one ricochets off Williams and out. So Cincinnati with a good turn thanks to Jarira. 3 corners so far for the home side. 1 shot on goal, 2 shots on goal for the visitors. Good run into the corner, good cross, and looking for Hamilton, and Slade there to break it up for Dayton. Counterattack by Jackson Dietrich. Emilius Wendt. Williams with the cross. Tries to get it in front and good run in. Ball passes harmlessly in front of Wesley Storm, who didn't make an effort at it. It's good build up and solid service across for Jerome Williams, but no connection at point blank range. And Wesley Storm weathers that attack. Croix and big contact once again, that time Leonis. It takes a lot to get Leon Croix down to the pitch. From Hamburg, Germany, plays his college soccer at Charleston Southern. Big 6'2" defender. Michael Hamilton plays out. Quick restart here for Leonis. Leonis from Madrid, Spain. Ball flicked forward. Storm going to come out and make the clearance right in front of Jerome Williams. Ball sent right back by Stovall. Bayo wins in the air momentarily. Dietrich tries to set the attack. Here's Bayo. Ball forward. Good run in here for Wendt. Wendt with a turn. Wendt towards frame. Can he get a foot on it? Wendt's going to have it stuffed out right at the top of the line. And Storm able to come out and clean it up. Dangerous chance there. But Cincinnati able to organize a frantic defense. Like Croix got back there to deny on that last touch. And then Cincinnati was able to fill in, protect Wesley Storm. Hamilton resets. Ball going to be played back for Lindstrom. Ball fit in. They were looking for Hamilton there. The ball's going to slide across the pass line. '61st minute here in Highland Heights. The difference maker, Jerome Williams, for the Dayton side. Around the 50th minute, Williams was able to put home his 4th of the season.
Checking in for Dayton, number 18.
Bradley Schluter comes off for the Dayton Dutch Lions. Abdul Kuistra comes on. Kuistra, Northern Kentucky University Norseman. Also played with the University of Wisconsin. So some familiar territory here for Kuistra, who had an assist in 17 matches this season. 15 starts for the Norse. Build up once again for Wendt and Dayton, and that one in offside. It's a good restart opportunity here for Cincinnati. So Cincinnati with some fresh legs on the pitch. Jacob Goodall on for the home side. Ball played back. Make it Lindstrom playing forward for Cincinnati. Ball across for Croix. Croix works in space. Leonis on the challenge for Dayton. Ball sent across and now forward Zach Blades with it at mid. Cincinnati trying to organize. Clinton plays it forward, running forward for Cincinnati. Ryan Malink, who checked in as well at that last stoppage. Slade going to be able to clear it here for Cincinnati. Make that Dayton, excuse me. Collected out at mid. And a reset here for Cincinnati and Zach Blades. Ball in and into the corner. It'll go back to Dayton. Dayton tries to play out of its defensive half. Bio sent it out, and Croyce will restart here for Cincinnati. So Chancellor attacking third. Can Cincinnati get one past Jack Steele? It's been quite solid on the line tonight for Dayton. Zach Blades in space. Jarira able to punch it across. Excellent defensive effort on the far side there by Dayton. Looks like Cuestra on that far side. Ball played out wrong, and Snow well away from the box to reset for Cincinnati, 65th minute. Cincinnati's had some tentative organization here in this second. Tate Robertson now on the charge for Dayton. Leonis plays it in with the left foot. Nobody home as Jerome Williams was behind Lindstrom, and Lindstrom able to knock it back to Storm. Kind of ruts turns for Cincinnati at mid. Cuestra comes up with the interception, now the turn. Ball played forward, Bayo in, Storm out, and Storm gets there first. Tenjai Jarira on the counterattack for Cincinnati. Good service far side. Ball played back to the middle, and nothing on it. Easy save there for Steele. It was Wilshray right at the penalty kick mark, and Wilshray unable to get some solid contact on the ball, and an easy cleanup for Steele. Ball makes its way to Slade, and he'll cycle out. Leonis here, near side. Center for Robertson. Could change the direction there for Robertson, in contact from Cincinnati's Michael Hamilton. Restart here for the Dayton Dutch Lions. Ball sent to the far side. Good charge in here. This is Jerome Williams one more time. Williams gets a left foot on it, and that one slides across the left corner. Dangerous strike there from Williams, and he almost had his second goal of the evening. Williams quite mobile. Played with University of Pittsburgh Greensburg and the Bobcats from 2012 to 2015. 60 matches and 2 goals. Charging out of the back, Jake Stovall. Stovall met at mid by Rutz. Stovall hit the pitch. Rutz almost had a chance for a nice run for Cincinnati. But that one leaks across the now it's going to come back to Cincinnati. A little bit of change of the call on the far side. That is Casey Anderson, the junior assistant referee. Cincinnati takes control, but one touch and it's over to Slade. Wilshire presses forward for Cincinnati. Steele able to kick it off the line, but didn't get much on it. Now Bayo going to play out of the back. Strong work in traffic there by Leonis for Dayton to get that ball out of trouble for the away side. Good play forward and nobody home, and Storm going to have an easy cleanup here for Cincinnati. Lindstrom sends it over for Kyle Clinton. Cincinnati takes its time on the advance over here for Leon Kreutz. Good challenge by Dayton, Eric Hutton, but Cincinnati able to solve it for the moment. Kreutz works on Slade. Now over for Wilshire. Slade again in the corner, going one-on-one with Wilshire here. Wilshire gets it out of trouble. Tried to find Jarira. Robertson was there to interrupt. Jarira comes up now on Bayo in some contact. Now went forward. Have a whistle here that will stop play. Joshua Brooks come over and have a conversation with the benches. So we've seen some physical play throughout here. Maybe getting a little too much for our head referee's taste there this evening. Whistle puts the ball back in play. 70th minute here in Highland Heights, Kentucky. Premier Development League Soccer. Mike Schmaltz with you. Tanner Robertson and Benitez Ramirez here as well from our NKU Media Services crew. This is really just went with a good cross right in front. Bayo there has to catch his feet and storm up to take the angle and make the play. Third strike denied. Great job by the Cincinnati defense again. Looked like Lindstrom was there to block the second strike. And that one came off the foot of Tate Robertson. They're not done yet. Continues the pressure. There's Kuistra. Ball sent across in front and headed just wide. It's Emilius Wendt. So the Dayton attack neutralized for the moment, but it has found its stride here in the second. Dayton Dutch Lions have been the aggressor here. Hamilton trying to answer along with Connor Rutz. Service in, punch right back out. Cincinnati going to try to keep it in its attacking half. The whistle will go there against Wendt for contact with Zach Blades. So Blades on the restart. Blades lofts it short. Ball is in, one bounce, and Steele has a collection on the far post. Leonis and Slade trying to work out of the back for Dayton. Sam Geroy controls here in space. Good defensive angle there from Hamilton, and it slides back to Slade. Left footer forward for Bayo. Bayo tries to work in. This is Eric Hutton. Hutton across. Ball was flicked away. That looked like Lindstrom again for Cincinnati. Just got that foot out in the right position. Here's Tendai Jarira on the counterattack for Cincinnati. Spin on Wilson. Robinson will try to carry out. Steers at the bail. Cincinnati in good defensive position is 4 back. Goodall with a mark on Jerome Williams, the goal scorer here tonight for Dayton. Ball went out for Kuistra. He's trying to get it back in there for Williams. Now Kuistra will offer it long off the far post. And that ball drifts across the byline, and clearance chance here for Wesley Storm in Cincinnati. So some quick counters for both sides. Dayton able to convert in the 50th minute. Came out with a little more energy, a little more aggression here in this second half. Cincinnati now trying to dig out of this 1-0 hole. Cincinnati Dutch line is down on the pitch. Looks to be Kyle Clinton. And we're working towards a good 5 or 6 extra minutes here this evening. Cincinnati will have plenty of chances here as we come down to the end of our match. Second match between these two this season. Cincinnati took the first back on June the 13th. 2-0, that was in Dayton. Cincinnati's had a pretty good run here in this series as well. Two clubs have played 6 matches against each other. Cincinnati's on a 4-match unbeaten streak against Dayton. Cincinnati leads the series overall 2-1-3. Cincinnati's hit 4 straight shutouts, and that streak, of course, will end here tonight. Kyle Clinton comes off. He's had an excellent match in the back. Some timely interruptions of Dayton's attacks. Justin Earl comes on now for Cincinnati. Charlie Majeski also getting set to check in here for the home side. So Majeski comes on. Restart here for Cincinnati. Michael Hamilton with the first touch. Ball forward for Wilshire. Back for Rutz. Service in. Can't connect with Tendai Jarira. DeRoy have to challenge Rutz, and he'll have to push it back. Ball forward for Kreis. This is Earl. Kreis and Earl play a little 2-man game. Ball flicked away by Wendt. Wendt trying to make something out of it. Back to help and support is Majeski. Wendt punches it forward, but Majeski got a foot on it. Really took the momentum out of that strike, and Storm with an easy cleanup for Cincinnati. Jarira in space. Robertson defensively, Jarira beats him. Ball back for Rutz. Rutz on the service for Kreis, and Kreis's cross will be well behind net. So no danger there for Jack Steele in net. Steele works to continue his solid work and preserve this victory here for Dayton. So Dayton, critical position for them in first. 6-2-3 to start tonight, but just 1-1-2 in the last 4. Certainly Dan Grace would love to get the victory here.
Number 8, Fitzroy Cummings. For number 15.
So now on for the visiting side, Fitzroy Cummings enters the match. Some fresh legs for both sides as we get down to our closing minutes here in Highland Heights, Northern Kentucky University Soccer Stadium. Good battle here between Dayton and Cincinnati. Always a good rivalry between the cities. Coestra forward, Bale relieved of possession. It's a good play by Majeski. Yeah, Majeski in space, and that was a strong challenge there. A card, our first of the night, going to be issued to Dayton. Sam DeRoy, a little too aggressive there with the defense. DeRoy also out of Wright State University. 2013 to 2017, 2 goals, 12 assists, 40 shots and 11 on frame. And slow to get off the pitch once again is Max Wilstree, one of the scoring threats here for Cincinnati. He's had a rough night. Been battling well defensively. Adam Snow on now for Cincinnati. Snow from Evansville and native of Florence, Kentucky, very close to Highland Heights. Ball played in, and Williams there to deny initially for Dayton. Now comes up the challenge. Williams able to change possession. Then the clearance finds its way back to Cincinnati. Here's Majeski. Lindstrom plays it forward. Michael Hamilton can't win in the air. Ball is touched across. And they will give it back to Dayton. It's almost a chance for a corner there for Cincinnati, but Coestra did not make contact there. And the ball flickers out. Slade will try to play out of the back for Dayton. Good ball forward at mid. Robertson in traffic. 81st minute, but we expect about 5 to 6 minutes of stoppage time. Coestra unable to keep it in. Cincinnati will have a chance here in the attacking third. Ball went in, and Steele able to make a nice play off the near post. And once again, Cincinnati denied. Possession one by the home side. Majeski tries to mount the attack right away, and again can't find Hamilton. Hamilton's been out front a couple of times tonight. The Dutch Lions have been unable to make the connection. Coestra sends it in. Ball deflected off Cincinnati and out. And a quick restart once again. Bryce Day. Justin Earl controls for the home side. Over for Day, trying to get to Majeski. Poked away at the last second by Bayo. Ball flicked back for Bayo, now for Slade. Dayton able to reverse the pitch. Fitzroy Cummings had the last touch there for the Dayton Dutch Lions. Stovall looks to put a big boot in it, get it forward. Ball made its way to Went. Williams wins the challenge on the far touch line, and possession for Dayton in the attacking half. Went first touch on a throw-in. Ball played out, and Fitzroy Cummings once again will have another throw-in for the Dayton Dutch Lions. Ball played in offside, and Cincinnati will regain possession. Cummings wins it first for Dayton. Slade in the air, Majeski there for Cincinnati. Another win for Stovall. Cincinnati continues to press the issue with Adam Snow. Snow turned away, Tate Robertson gained control. Cummings sends it long. Williams was out there. Beautiful play by Cincinnati to turn the momentum. Strong run in. Ball sent in front, and a missed contact out front by Max Wilshere. I don't see Wilshere miss those opportunities often, but the ball was sliding to his right foot. Wilshere was somewhat moving left and unable to reset, get a good strike on that, and it drifts away. It's the Cincinnati scoring opportunity. Clearance again for Steele. Wet going to come up with the contact, and Lindstrom able to draw it. Ball forward. This is Bryce Day for Cincinnati. Runs into Slade, who's able to turn it. Kuistra back forward. Wet won the first contact. Lindstrom wins the second for Cincinnati, and they reset, cycle over to Justin Earl. Earl plays it forward. Wilshere wanted the pass short, it went long. Dayton back in business. Heavy hitting Jake Stovall trying to clear. Working there against Ryan Malink. And Stovall gets a bit of his own medicine there as he's sent to the pitch. Possession, however, will stay with Dayton. 86th minute. Tristan Lyle set to check in here for the visiting side. Coming off for Dayton is Jerome Williams. Williams, the goal scorer. Interesting choice. So Tristan Lyle on. Steele set to make the clearance, and more strong defense from Stovall. Stovall sent that one forward over shot Lyle, and Cincinnati. Sense of urgency now as minutes tick away here in Highland Heights. Cincinnati attempting to extend an unbeaten streak to 8 matches. Ball forward, finds its way to Bryce Day. No threat there. But Went will continue some pressure in the backfield. Majeski works in space for Cincinnati. Kuestra there, able to regain for Dayton. Trying to work out of the back with Bayo. Good technical move there by Bayo, and little contact there from Michael Hamilton. Foul against Cincinnati, and a restart here for Dayton. Slade over the ball. Gives way to Tate Robertson. Robertson gets a good foot in it. Went down to challenge for Dayton. Cincinnati turns it. Majeski in space working on Bayo. Majeski pulled down Bayo. Little obvious foul there. But it allows Cincinnati to reset defensively. Robertson forward. Gonna award Dayton corner, I believe. So Dayton comes up with a Mercy Health corner kick. First corner of the evening for the visitors. Ball played short. Cincinnati over to defend. Good run in, and Dayton really not in a hurry to attack here. Good win for Cincinnati in a corner. Ball played out, headed forward there by Adam Snow. Kind of ruts in space. Cincinnati organizes. Rutz works forward. Fitzroy Cummings over there defensively for the Dayton side. Into stoppage time now. Estimating about 5 to 6 minutes. Had a couple of longer injury delays here in the second. Cincinnati has to pump it up. Dayton trying to put it away for good. Here's Robertson. Coister plays back for Slade. Robertson in space, good challenge there by Majeski. Coister forward, this is Bayo. Over for Coister on his home pitch. Coister with a strike, tries to bend it around, and that one didn't miss by much on the far post. Cincinnati once again plays out and quickly. Looking for Wilshray and Slade there. Possession in down. Bayo with a good slide, but called for the foul. Bayo came over several feet to make connection with that. Jacob Goodall, good service into the box. Malik couldn't make contact. Bryce Day kept it alive. Day sent it on, but an easy save there. Once again for Jack Steele. The Steele comes up and smothers it with that big 215-pound frame. Stoppage time dwindles away here for Cincinnati as Steele sends it long. Went up to challenge Wesley Storm. Went got a head on it, and that one's going to slide just past the post. Went with a great challenge. Had 2 goals Saturday in the previous match for Dayton and almost got the easy one there. Quick restart for Cincinnati. Justin Earl over for Lindstrom. Goodall with a good service forward. Ball slides across top of the box. Bryce Day collects for Cincinnati, but again another injury to the home side. It's like Ryan Malink, who was working his way through traffic. So we'll add stoppage time here. Or the injury to Malink is able to get up and recover, and Cincinnati now with a chance to equalize late. Jacob Goodall over the ball. Adam Snow out as part of the conversation as well. Goodall with the strike sends it right into the wall. Rebound sent out by Slade. So Dayton denies. Wesley Storm well off the line. Is going to have to make his way back. Storm playing forward now for Cincinnati. They trying to get all he can out of the final moments to preserve a 7-game unbeaten streak and extend to 8. Another strong placement and went again forward for Dayton. Went taking on Day. Able to dish it over. Robertson going to try to loft it over Storm, and that ball hits the top of the net. Storm will have a chance to reset. Final whistle does blow. And Cincinnati's unbeaten streak comes to an end at the hands of its Interstate 75 Derby rival, the Dayton Dutch Lions. So Dayton evens the season series at 1. There'll be one more game remaining between these two. And that one will come up back here on July the 13th, and that'll be the next game for Cincinnati. So the Dayton Dutch Lions on a 50th minute strike by Jerome Williams. And some strong goalkeeping efforts by Jack Steele in just his second match with the team. Able to come up with a 1-0 victory here on the road against the home side Cincinnati Dutch Lions FC. So Dutch Lions see their unbeaten streak come to an end, but still a stellar stretch here for the home side. Guided by Paul Nicholson, 4-1-3 now for the home blue and orange in the last 8. So Cincinnati drops the decision 1-0. And we will see you back here on Friday, July the 13th for a rematch between these two sides and see who wins the season series between the Cincinnati Dutch Lions and Dayton Dutch Lions. So again, the strike from Jerome Williams in the 50th minute, enough tonight to lift the Dayton Dutch Lions to a 1-0 victory over the home side Cincinnati Dutch Lions FC. So for our media services crew, Tanner Robinson, Benitez Ramirez, I'm Mike Schmaltz. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you back next time for Premier Development League Soccer and the Cincinnati Dutch Lions FC.